Hello everybody. Today, kind of just decided I'm going to try and run through as many raids as I possibly can within 2 hours. So we'll see how all that goes. I've also got my windows and stuff open, so there may be some like random background noise occasionally. Hopefully not a lot, if there is. But I have a vague plan in my head of where I want to go. Because we did Ulduar yesterday, so that's already taken care of. So my main plan is to hit Lich King, which we're in the middle of right now. And then from there, hopefully, probably do Pandaria, do Moguchan Palace, and then hit Throne of Thunder. The last, like, little bit of that. Well, the first little bit of that, actually, because I'm only missing one mount from there, so that shouldn't take too long. And then from there, I'm kind of debating between whether we go across the sea and go and do everything over there in Kalimdor, or whether we hit Eastern Kingdoms. I feel like Eastern Kingdoms might be like the most efficient way I can do that, because there's just Karazhan and then there's the dungeon next door to it. Zul'Gurub, I think it is, used to be a raid. Which has 2 mounts as well. That's like a good concentration of just dungeons and raids right next to each other, which should help with the should help with hitting as many as possible. Hoping the music isn't too loud. I haven't done any like sound testing today because I just wanted to try and get on with as many as possible. I'm already like a little bit late, but that's fine. I also ran and did all my dailies beforehand, so just pure raids today, try and get as much done before reset day tomorrow. Should be nice. Don't have to hit any of Burning Crusade as well, because that's all cleared off. But, didn't manage to get anything from Legion today, unfortunately. It's the left for Alliance, I think? Yes, okay, cool. I can never remember this section, because I've run it so many times on the Alliance side, and then whenever I run it on Horde, I'm like, oh no, it's the opposite side, you have to run all the way around if you go left first. A real pain, to be honest. Hopefully, get a bunch of mounts today, because that'd be a nice progression, considering we're only, like, what, 17 off now, the next milestone? If we get all the mounts from all of these raids that I've got, like, lined up in my head, we'd be, like, halfway through that number. Because we've got Invincible to get 2 versions of Midnight. Then the, like, Astral Dragon is a nice one. The Triceratops, I think it is, from Throne of Thunder. That's a good 5 already. And then we've also got the 2 from Zul'Gurub as well. Yeah. Weird, when I first started like doing this whole mount collecting thing, I didn't realise how few of them actually did come from doing like raids and dungeons. Like, I don't know, in my head I just kind of assumed all of the big mounts, like most of them would come from raids and dungeons and stuff. But it turns out most of them just come from like rep grinds and other random little pieces of gameplay, like daily quest chains and stuff. It's kind of nice that there is so many different ways to acquire all of them. It gives you this, like, massive array of gameplay that you can work through. You're not just stuck to constantly farming raids and stuff, you can just go and sit and do, like, a bunch of daily quests if you prefer that. You can go and do PvP and get the gladiator mounts. You can go and do crafting professions and get mounts from that, too. So many different ways to go about doing things. It's nice. Something I didn't, you know, really appreciate when I first started playing, I guess. It really does make me glad that I stuck with WoW this time. Obviously, when I first started playing it, back during Gaia, well, technically I played the trial accounts before then, and got super interested in it during, like, Lich King. Then actually properly played it during Cataclysm. And just got really bored with it, because of its, like, grindy nature, and it kind of put me off MMOs in general for a long time. And when Classic was coming back, I'm trying, like, basically all of WoW from the past 15 years. And then finally reaching BFA, and then kind of hitting that point in BFA, which was basically the same point I hit in Cataclysm, where I just got bored of the, like, grindy, repetitive nature of it. And then coming back this time, just with the intention of, like, getting mounts, and basically just using WoW as something to add structure to what was at the time quite a messy period of my life because of everything going on and just not really being super happy in the position I was. And using this to add structure and routine, which has then helped me do so much stuff, including what I'm doing right now. And realizing that there are so many different ways to play the game that isn't just the basic structure that the game presents you with to begin with. That's why I'm kind of glad the game has, like, a tutorial section now. It would just be nice if they, I don't know, introduced you more to some of these systems early on. Like, you didn't just have to go looking for them yourself. Because I feel like a lot of these systems are a big part of the game, and what, you know, has kept me playing and kept me interested in it, because there's just all these new questions and all this new stuff that I just never even realised was in the game. Like with the current leveling system, because you bounce between expansions so quickly, you never really get to fully experience any of it. Which is why it's nice they're changing it. But I completely missed out on stuff like the Argent Tournament, the Argent Crusade, and that whole, like, sort of the nightly stuff. Like, that was a really cool change of pace from everything else that was going on in the game. It's nice to just experience all these little pockets that are very different ways to play things. And it's all within the same... all in that same game world, so all of that progression you'll get from playing the game in all these different ways all adds up. And I don't feel like during that original leveling experience, I really got that. Because I was kind of just bouncing between everything so quickly that I never really got to experience anything until I hit BFA, and then the very nature of BFA is kind of grindy. Like when it, well, like pre-Najata stuff. It's kind of changed now, they've removed all the, this is kind of loud. But yeah, they've removed all the, like, time gating and everything. And now I've finished all the rep grinds, because I stopped prioritizing them, and just sort of participated in them instead. And I think that was what caused me to burn out originally. Because it was just like, I would do one quest a day, and then I would go around in circles doing world quests, which were just the same quest 8 times. Until I'd run out of world quests, and then I'd be done for the day. And there was no point playing anymore WoW, so it just kind of became this point of like, why am I playing this at all? I can only play it for like a couple hours, if that, a day, and then I've got nothing to do. Apart from, you know, going and grinding the same dungeons I've already done to get gear that's worse than the gear I already have. Because doing world quests gives me better gear, but there's only so many, like, there's a finite amount per day. Whereas I feel like now, at the 8.3 point, I actually kind of enjoy the BFA stuff. I enjoy all the random different world quests and mini games and stuff, like especially the Tortolan stuff. Apart from the beachhead. The one where you have to shoot the birds, that's just... that's still bad. I don't like it at all. To be honest, I don't like the one where you play as the crab either. They're both bad. Mostly because they're like the server latency or whatever, the thing that, you know, the input delay on those is really bad. Like you'll shoot at a bird, it hits the bird just keeps flying towards you. Or you playing as the crab, you move out of the way of one of the things coming at you, and it still hits you even though you're over like the other side of the thing. That bit's still dumb, but I actually like BFA overall. Like now I've kind of finished all the rep grinds as a whole. Like I literally don't have to do any of them other than the Nihilotha stuff, which I probably won't do. Because I don't enjoy that section of the content still, but it now means like all my alts and stuff that I play, I can just go and pick and choose world quest. I'm not literally farming all of them to get a reputation meter up, because I don't need to. I can just pick and choose like bits that give good gear, or I can choose like world quests that drop a good amount of gold or whatever to help build towards the next mount I want to get, or mount equipment or bags or whatever, right? Like extra bits of progression for those characters. But I don't feel like I have to do literally everything just to have something to do in the game, right? And I'm sure some people probably just came on, did their one daily quest, and then left it. But WoW is this like constant subscription service thing, right? You have to keep paying for WoW. So when I have a WoW sub, I want to play it, because otherwise, you know, I might get bored and just stop playing it, and then I've essentially just wasted the subscription money, because I only get it for like a month at a time. Whereas now I'm kind of on like a 6-month sub, I don't feel like I'm wasting it quite as much. Although, in itself, it's more expensive than just buying a single sub. But I feel like I can be a bit more lenient with my time with it. But it was that sort of feeling like I had to play, combined with the fact there wasn't a whole lot to do apart from just do the same world quest over and over again. Kind of really burnt me out at the start of BFA. Whereas, like I say, coming back to it later, I'm really enjoying all of it. Because I don't have to grind out the world quests. The world quests I can just pick and choose. I can do islands, I can do my like weekly set of them, I can do it on the hardest difficulty, have fun, earn mounts doing it. Because I don't need to grind up like Heart of Azeroth stuff. Because you just get given it all anyway in 8.3. Like, I don't really see much point leveling the heart past 80. I've progressively leveled it past there doing island expeditions and stuff. But I don't feel any, like... what the word is for it. I don't feel like I need to do any of the content in BFA. It's kind of a choice at this point. Which I think in itself makes that content more enjoyable, because it's not like, oh, I have to go and do my island expeditions to get my Heart of Azeroth up. Oh, I need to do my world quest to get geared up to do the next thing. I don't have to do, well, you know, I don't have to do the rep grind to get my new race or whatever. Like, it's all just optional at this point, like all the rest of the game, which makes the whole thing more enjoyable to me. There's a weird follow-on to that. After playing the pre-patch storyline and stuff on stream yesterday, I realised that I am actually going to need to get the Argent Crusade stuff done relatively soon, which is kind of putting me a bit of pressure on that whole thing. Because the Argent Crusade grounds are obviously going to be part of the pre-patch storyline, so I don't know how well you're going to actually be able to do any of the Argent Crusade storyline stuff, or the Argent Tournament stuff rather, while it's part of the, like, main story of the new expansion, essentially. So I feel like I kinda need to get some of that stuff done before the pre-patch actually goes onto the live servers. Why is it tabbed onto the random guy? Cool. And based on the run through this time, I figured out where it is that all of these guys are coming from every time. Those guys are coming from the other side because rather than running back the way I actually came up the stairs, my pets are always running down the opposite staircase and then pulling everything on that staircase. So what I don't actually know if my pet ability works if I desummon them. I'm kind of thinking in my head the new strategy for that is activate the feather falling, jump. Well, activate the feather falling, dismiss the pets, jump, try and hit the bottom before the thing runs out. I'm just not sure exactly how the pet abilities work. Like, do they persist even though the pet isn't around anymore? Because if they don't, that's going to be an issue. Because I'm just going to drop out of the air immediately. And to be fair, I do know I can survive that fall, but it's just... I have a pet ability specifically for falling, so why wouldn't I use it? It'd be nice if swapping pets took less time, to be honest, because I feel like it takes a long time to dismiss and resummon new pets. And I know that's there for a reason. Oh, LUR music is also in this playlist, apparently. I assume that's in there for a reason, probably to do with things like PvP and raid content and stuff to stop, like, people just hot swapping pets between, like, tank and DPS and agility. But it would be real nice to be able to just swap between my utility pet and my DPS one whenever I needed it. Because I don't really use these guys outside of running old content anyway. 90% of the time I just run around with my Griffin, because it has a higher DPS, it can heal itself, and it's also a tank, which is just the best combination. I feel like I should turn up the volume of the dialogue in WoW. Specifically for the stream. Because I like sorted out all the audio stuff for thingy. Sorted out all the audio stuff for the PTR, like the pre-patch testing stuff. But I haven't actually done it for base WoW. I can't imagine it being too far off currently anyway. There we go, there's the door. But damn, I love that Azerite power. I'm gonna really miss that in Shadowlands when I just can't drop a laser beam from the sky to just kill everything. Surprisingly helpful. Oh, I'm gonna run out of inventory space. Yep, 4 slots left. Thankfully, I can summon a mount out. Oh, I actually managed to pick everything up. feel like I make so much money running all this old content all the time. Oh, no, I don't want to sell that. It's gonna be odd. Like playing Shadowlands and just not having crap loads of money all the time from running old content, just running the new stuff all the time. Although I suppose new questing, probably get a crap load of gold from that anyway. Considering I think I got the majority of my original, like, 1,000, 100,000 or whatever from just questing. Like, just leveling up gave me a crap load of gold. Wow, she dropped nothing but marks. Okay. I don't think I've seen that before. She usually drops some crap, but never just all marks. Damn. Oh. Wow. I spun that camera around at a bad time. I completely missed the lift. Nice. Something I do need to do, like, probably after the stream, is just run through all of my, like... I keep saying I like a whole bunch again. But all the PTR, not PTR, goddammit, LFR dungeons and raids and stuff that I do to make money. Because I haven't done those in weeks. As much as I am earning, like, a nice progressive amount over time. Not earning the, like, big boosts that I used to be every week, which is nice. I think I'm really close to being able to afford the griffins in thingy now. Rustfar is the one I wanted. I think I've mentioned it in a previous stream. I always kind of get to this point of being like really close to buying one expensive mount. I'm like, well, I could just buy 3 off the auction house for the same price as one mount. Which I'm now thinking exactly that, because is one griffin really that much of a change? Have one griffin or several, like, crystal panthers or whatever they are. I can't remember what they're called now. Yeah, crystal panthers. Because of the jade one, that one's usually super expensive, but there's also sapphire and sunstone. Which are all generally around, like, 30,000 on at least this server that I play on. But it wouldn't be that big of a stretch to get a whole bunch of mounts for that money. And then I could, in fact, get very close to this 200 mounts thing over here. There we go. Just pull out the laser beam. This effect always makes me feel like I'm moving backwards, but I don't think I actually am. I don't think it pushes you at all. It's just the visual effect of it. It's really cool, to be honest, to say how old it is. It's certainly a very vibrant blue, I guess. To be fair, what would genuinely help with getting more mounts would be doing more of the glory achievements, because I've only done... Actually, I think I've done a few of them now, but it's just not a lot of them. Glory of the Hero, Cataclysm 1, Ulduar and Lich King, yeah. But there's also the 10-player Lich King one, which I haven't done, because I still haven't got Invincible, so that's not happening until that happens. And I've also got the Cataclysm Dungeon one to get still. The Firelands one isn't soloable. I don't know if the Dragon Soul one is, to be honest. I'm not many achievements off doing it. I've just got to do that. Maybe he'll get dizzy. And then those 3, which that one requires it to bounce off players. I have no idea how you do the Deck Defender one. I've never done the Taste the Rainbow one, but I'm sure if I look up a guide, those ones probably won't be that hard to do. And that's not hard, you just stand in those, like, holes on the side of his back. Which I'm not going to do today, because Dragon Soul is another one of the long ones. Same as I won't be doing Siege of Orgrimmar, because I could probably run Firelands about 4 times in the same time it takes to do 1 Siege of Orgrimmar. It's a stupidly long raid with so many, like... I did do it on stream recently. And just how stressed I got doing just that once. Oh, come on. I thought that was the mount for a second. It's the goddamn pet again. Yeah, I can't even use it. I did get the weapon, but I've got that before. It's that, yeah. Right, cool. I'm gonna just nip for a very quick break while we hearth, so back in a sec. Hello. Right. Pandaria. I haven't been doing any of these. I probably should, considering I could get my last 2 pieces of 445 at least. Oh. Hopefully that wasn't super loud bit of audio feedback, but that's fine. I do like the Pandaria stuff. I'm looking forward to leveling through with the new system and just doing all of Pandaria. Because the zone is just super pretty. And you've got all the, like, interesting little twists on things, like the beer elementals and having the fancier, like, Chinese dragons rather than like the basic sausage drakes you get everywhere else in WoW. It was nice. It's just a nice change of pace in comparison to the rest of the game. It has a very distinct art style that sets it apart from everywhere else. It's nice. I think it's why the WOD like aesthetic is so appealing to me, because it stands out from almost everywhere else. Like, it is kind of the orc stuff again that we have in Durotar and everywhere else, but it's kind of got this more mechanical feel to the whole thing. It's kind of like orcish steampunk. It's that sort of, you know, it's just a nice, different, almost like sci-fi-ish twist on like fantasy stuff. It's nice. To be fair, I think that's why I also like the Draenei aesthetic, because that literally is sci-fi fantasy. Which I really like it when fantasy stuff take on the like sci-fi elements and do like space and time travel and stuff. Time travel can get confusing, but at least the space stuff is generally usually pretty cool. I also like the Warhammer explanations to all that stuff, like the orcs are just aliens. Stuff like that's cool. Just stuff that isn't the like traditional like Tolkien fantasy or the traditional sci-fi. It's nice. I just like different bits, I guess, within media. That's why I also like all the sort of the Elseworld and multiverse stuff that the comic books do. Like having the heroes and stuff that you already know and have like a established perception of what those characters are going to be, and then doing like slight twists on those or putting them in a different situation. I find that really cool and interesting. Which is also probably why I like the multiverse stuff so much, which is why, unlike a lot of people, I really loved Bioshock Infinite. I think it's one of the best games I've ever played, to be honest. I love the story in that game. And that's all about multiverses and different realities and slightly different versions of the same people or characters. I'm sure at one point in that they open up a portal to our Earth at some point as well, which is interesting. But speaking of like random sci-fi fantasy stories and stuff, I finally finished the BFA like prequel book this morning. Went for one of my walks and then just had to keep listening to the book because it got to the like the ending section. I kind of already knew, well, I knew it was coming. I knew what was going to happen towards the end of the book because I've kept up with the lore even when I've not been playing WoW or paying much attention to it. I've still been interested in the story. So I knew what was going to happen towards the end of it. But goddamn, that actually gripped me towards the end. Like, it was really good. I mean, if you don't want spoilers for the BFO audiobook, probably mute for like the next 10 minutes or so, because probably going to go into it. So the like Kalia stuff, I really didn't see that coming, to be honest. I knew she was going to be a major character in the book, and I knew she got like resurrected towards the end of it. It's kind of the setting up for her story and her rise to be the leader of the undead and stuff. But I really didn't like, from all the conversations and stuff she'd had with Anduin, I really didn't expect her to just straight up go, yep, abandon Sylvanas, join me in the middle of a field. Like, it was just a really random moment that I knew immediately wasn't going to go well, obviously. I just did not see that coming at all. I genuinely thought she was going to be, like, really nice and, like, set the groundwork with all of these guys. Pardon me. To, like, leave Sylvanas and create maybe a splinter faction of the Forsaken or whatever, but she just straight up wants them to, like, defect in the middle of this battlefield. It's mad. I get it was the, like, it was supposed to be the point of, like, the light telling her to do it so that she could become what she is in BFA. But I don't know, it just felt like a weird decision to make at the time, because they were, like, they were being watched. They were perfectly aware of the fact they were being watched by Sylvanas and all of her archers and stuff. I don't know what she was expecting to happen there. She does say later on that, like, she's not a tactician or whatever, she just went on how she was feeling, like her heart and stuff. A gut reaction to the situation. It was a terrible decision to make. It was just did not go well. But it is really good. I got genuinely emotionally invested in some of those characters. Obviously the end of the book is super sad, and Anduin kind of has his Jaina moment, almost, of being like realizing just trying to, like, pursue peace and stuff doesn't always work, because there are always going to be people on the opposite side who aren't willing to accept that peace and that ideal. They want to keep the world the way it is. Or, you know, make it worse in Sylvanas' case, I guess. But yeah, I can kind of... It does, in a way, hammer home that thing of Sylvanas is just another Garrosh. Because they did essentially use her to do have exactly the same twist as they did with Garrosh and Jaina. But only with the difference of Anduin comes to that realization of not everyone is going to let you pursue peace and, like, try and make the world a better place. But he also has that moment of it's only specific people. Like, he doesn't go full Jaina and, like, just flip on the Horde. Understandably, Jaina flips on the Horde, to be fair, but Anduin is still like hopeful for peace and progress. It's not quite exactly the same twist, but it's not far off just exactly the same thing they did with Garrosh and Jaina to, like, add further character development to both of them, basically. But I do feel like that whole book makes Sylvanas, like, the book version of Sylvanas is better than the one that's actually in the game. Like, the fact that you can, like, actually have a moment inside her head and see what she was thinking and her emotions and stuff towards the situation. I feel like they kind of needed that, but I don't really know how they would do that in-game to really portray her fully, because in the game it does just seem like, oh yeah, she's the bad guy now. Whereas I assume if the Shadowlands book has a section with Sylvanas, it'll probably be the same thing of, like, because it can actually spend time going inside her head and what she's thinking and stuff, it will better explain her point of view and why she acts in the way she does and stuff. I feel like it does a good job of also portraying her as this, like, master strategist she's supposed to be in the books, because generally she has things planned out, like, 5 steps ahead of everybody else. And every time she has a conversation with somebody, she's thinking, like, 5 different things about everybody in the situation. And is picking and planning how to use every moment that she's in, like she's a really good politician in the books, essentially. At the end of the game, she's just like, yep, screw the Horde, flying off now. Like, it's such a weird thing. I'm not sure how much the book writer, because I think it's the same author for most of the WoW books. I could be wrong. I think a lot of them are all by the same person, at least what I could see on Audible when I was looking. I wonder if they have him or her in to actually do writing for the game, because that would make sense. Because I feel like that could genuinely benefit the game quite a lot. If they had an actual, like, author who's writing all the stories anyway, just in as part of the writing team. To, like, steer the story and the character development better than it has been done.
Dust along the floor. These dark halls have not seen footfalls for many centuries.
I do kind of like the twist of Sylvanas going down this path, because I feel like it has... I feel like it requires a bit of effort to go back and plot through her, like, points. But if you're following her story all the way from, like, the end of Lich King, she has been building to this sort of, like, this point for a while. But that moment at the end of BFA where she just abandons the Forsaken and the Horde and everybody, that still doesn't sit 100% well with me. I'm not sure if they're going to change that, or they're going to, you know, further expand on that in Shadowlands, or explain it. I don't know if it does in the book either, I haven't read it or listened to it yet. But after, like, listening to the book, and seeing how much she cares about the Forsaken, like, yes, she did just straight up murder a whole bunch of them at the end of the book. She's definitely not a great person, but I feel like she does care about them. They are her people. She just wants to be the only one that can control them and rule them. Like, she seems to have this complex of wanting to be the leader and the best, and their only protector and their only option.
This seems to be a terminal controlling the device. Let's see here.
So it is weird just how much she, like, turns on them. Like, I feel like if at the end of BFA she'd have just taken the Forsaken with her, that would have made a lot more sense. Because obviously there are those Forsaken who are loyal to the Horde because they gave them a home and all the rest of it, but going from the book perspective, most of the Forsaken would never cross Sylvanas. Like, so many of them are just, like, petrified of her because of everything she's done in the past to people who betrayed her. It just feels weird. Can I roll for bonus stuff? I got gold.
These discs look familiar,
Right.
but I cannot place their origin.
Yeah, I want to see where they go with it in Shadowlands with the Sylvanas storyline, because I feel like she is an interesting character at her core. I just don't think they did a good job at portraying her storyline in BFA at all. Like, especially how much of a contradiction she is literally to the BFA audiobook is so strange to me.
We must go. We are not done yet.
So I want to see where they take it in Shadowlands, because I hope they, like, better develop her character again. She is this cool, interesting character. She's this, like, master plotter who does everything in the shadows, and like, she has like 10 steps for every different possible way that any situation that can go in after 30 seconds of being in the situation. Like, she should be this incredible, interesting character, and they just didn't do a great job of it in BFA. But they did a good job of it in the book, which is the prequel bit. I'm just really curious if they better develop her character in Shadowlands, and then also kind of want to see where the, like, loyalist storyline goes. Because Sylvanas is very clearly going to be the bad guy of the new expansion, or at least one of the bad guys in the new expansion. I feel like she's kind of taken that, can't remember her name now. The Naga Queen from BFA. She's kind of taken the same place in the storyline. Like, she's not the big bad, that's the jailer, obviously. But she's, like, a bad guy that's gonna probably be the pre-build-up thing to the jailer. So I'm kind of curious what they're gonna do with that storyline. For the loyalists who still sided with her and, like, betrayed the Horde, essentially, to stay with, like, Sylvanas. I don't know, it's just a strange thing, to be honest, because also thinking about it from, like, a... what's the word? Like an intelligence standpoint, like SI7 intelligence stuff, right? Wouldn't the rebel faction of the Horde, the ones who are now in charge and have a council and all the rest of it, wouldn't they have been keeping an eye on all of the rest of the Horde members? Because the Loyalist members go and meet Sylvanas, like, at her home or whatever, up near the, like, Blood Elf stuff. So there were plenty of eyes around that could have seen all of the Loyalists going to meet Sylvanas. So surely we know who all the Loyalists are in the Horde who stuck by her, rather than rebelling. Why are they not all just dead at this point? Because, like, Sylvanas betrayed everyone. There are just so many little holes in the story that I feel like kind of need filling, and I don't know if we're going to get any of them filled in Shadowlands. So is there a flight path to... No, I have to go do the pole. Okay. Although I might be able to flight path to the Shadow Patch. I was going to try and just skip it by a flight path so I don't have to control or look at anything for like 5 minutes, but that's fine. Yeah, the book also did give me a better appreciation of Anduin. Like, I actually genuinely like the guy now, and kind of... I'm glad I'm on the Alliance side, weirdly. I mean, I play both, but... I'm sure I've mentioned plenty of times, used to play Horde back during Cataclysm. So I kind of still have a soft spot for the Horde and all their weird and wonderful races that you can play as over there. But I'm kind of glad that I'm an Alliance main now, because... boy, do we have better characters. Got Anduin and Jaina, who I think are probably, at this point, two of the most fleshed out characters who aren't dead. Considering we had Varian for ages as a king, who was super fleshed out. I'm pretty sure he has like a comic book series, several different books, and was also like a major player in most of the expansions since the beginning. So we had him for ages, but he's dead. Now we've got Anduin, who they're slowly fleshing out as well, and like developing his character more. Which, to be honest, they've been fleshing out his character since Classic, and they keep making mention back to things in the BFA book that, because I haven't played through all the storylines, I was unaware of. But, like the fact Anduin basically has a lie detector built into him from when the bell fell on him in Pandaria. That's kind of cool. That's just a random little feature that you learn about from the book. I don't know if that's in any of the game storyline that I've played through, because I haven't seen it. And then you've got, obviously, his, like, almost mimicking Jaina's story of, like, having his eyes opened to the reality of the world that they live in. But he's still, like, good at heart and still trying to strive for that progress and that peace between the factions. And essentially achieves it by the end of BFA. Which is cool, because we know about the Council and stuff on the Horde side who aren't, like... It kind of prevents that, that warmonger nature that we've had with both the previous warchiefs. Well, there was Vol'jin in the middle, but he kind of died immediately, so... He was cool. Happy to see more Vol'jin in Shadowlands. He was a cool character, actually. But yeah, we've got Anduin and all of his character development and stuff, and then you've also got Jaina, who I think is one of the older characters that still has all the character development. That and Thrall, I guess. Like the two big notable ones. But yeah, Jaina has all of her stuff and all of her like tragic backstory stuff. Like, you know, her boyfriend turning into a homicidal maniac who raised an army of the undead and rampaged across the world. And then also accidentally getting her dad and her brother killed. He's been through some stuff. She's also one of the most powerful mages around or whatever, so it's cool. I like all the politics of the Alliance and stuff. Whereas the Horde just seems to constantly get reduced down to just bad war chief trying to mill. Alright. What? Trying to kill everyone, there we go. Just kind of sucks, to be honest. I'm hoping after Shadowlands we get more of that Alliance politics stuff in the game and it actually leads to something. Because that would be really interesting and meaningful. Because like I say, we have all that character development of all these characters with Gen and stuff as well, and the Tyrion, the light guy, and Illyria, and they're like them being like yin and yang. Obviously the Night Warrior stuff and all of that going wrong. Got all of these different political figures essentially set up in the Alliance. It would just be really cool to see that actually turn into something. I've learned I can just skip that guy and go fight this guy immediately. To be honest, apart from Thrall and... Oh yeah, my inventory's full. I think it's Bane, the like... The troll? Not troll. Tauren guy. I don't really know much that's going on over on the Horde side. I did that. That didn't sell for full refund, did it? I didn't lose anything? I'll check in a second. Actually, I'll check now before I lose it. No, cool, still there. Excellent. More stuff in there than I thought. Oh, and oh yeah, I kind of like this about this dungeon. The fact that it has quests within it. Like, I know a lot of dungeons have the quests that you can pick up at the entrance and stuff, but I like these, like, randomized quests that it has scattered throughout the dungeon occasionally. I think that's a really cool idea. It's a shame more of the dungeons don't do this. And this gives you an extra bag of loot. Which is nice. To be honest, I hope they explore more of the like interesting undead characters that they set up in that BFA book. Might like have a quick search at some point and see if there's any further expansion of their stories at some point. Because obviously it's been, what, like a couple of years since that BFA book came out, so it's entirely possible and I've just not heard it or seen it because I didn't know about this character in the first place. But like there's the undead priest who's like a major character in the book. Kinda want to see where he's ended up, if there's any more development on his stuff. He seems really cool. I think a lot of the other like interesting undead characters do end up not undead anymore by the end of the book, so that is kind of a shame. Yeah, it should be cool to see where those characters have ended up and if there's any further development on them, because I think the undead characters have the capacity to be some of the most interesting, considering they've seen so much.
The tribes have assembled. It pays not one force, but the combined might of all the Troll Empire. The hand of Zul will span all the continents of Azeroth once again. Any lesser races will know pain. Now witness the true might of the Beast War. The color the Chuka Horadon. Kalamastin.
Looking at the timestamp, actually, it's taken us like, I think it took us half an hour to get through all of ICC. Like from start to finish. Whereas we've got through all of Pandaria in the same time it took to run that. Thought I'd got something there. It's that goddamn staff again, isn't it? Wait, I got the spawn of Horribon? Is that the... It is! Fuck it. We did it! Throne of Thunder is done! Oh damn. Right. Next expansion. I think that was the guild congratulating me on getting the achievement. I just said thanks anyway. Who knows? Maybe I'll just look like a weirdo in the guild. Oh well. Right. Karazhan. Karazhan. I'm guessing I got an achievement for that. Did I? Did I not? I don't know, it came up in the guild thing? Yeah. It came up in the guild chat, but there's no achievement for it? What a weird mechanic. What? It's so strange. Why does it... What? I don't think I've seen that happen with any other mount. Why does it show up in the guild chat, but there's no achievement for it? Like, it is an achievement to get one of those mounts, sure. Why not just make it an achievement? Why is it just a weird guild chat thing? Why? No, weirdly, looking at this player stuff I'd playing in the background, while I've been talking about Sylvanas, it has all been, like, Quel'Thalas music, like Burning Crusade stuff. Weirdly fitting. That just happened. God damn, we actually got a mount on stream for once, though. Like, not just 10 minutes after the stream, or, you know, several days before. No, I actually got it on stream. That's nice. Alright, let's hit Karazhan. Which way is it that way? I'm trying to figure out, during the pre-patch, which places are going to be completely, like, you just can't go to for a little while. To do stuff like, coming back to Stormwind is going to be a bad idea. For a start. I don't know if the Scourge is going to show up in Kultiras and Zandalar and other places. But going by where it was in the PTR, it was mostly concentrated in the old world, like Eastern Kingdom's Kalimdor. If it's just concentrated to those two places, it's basically just going to be, you spend the first few weeks of pre-patch just in Pandaria, or Draenor, or Kultiras and Zandalar. Just don't go back to Eastern Kingdoms. Although, to be fair, the Scourge were also in Lich King, obviously, makes sense. I don't know if the infected ones are going to be up there as well, or if it's just like generic ghouls like it was in the pre-patch when I played it the other day. I'm trying to just figure out in my head like areas probably to avoid for a little while. I assume all the rewards for everything in the pre-patch will probably be figured out before the pre-patch comes out. I'll probably be able to use that to figure out where it is I want to go. And if it's worth, like, braving all the trolling stuff. I do kind of want to do some of that in the pre-patch. Just, like, the messing around with the infection stuff. Like, yeah, I'm probably going to rack up a gold bill on repairs, but it seems like it's going to be fun, to be honest. Just running around. Playing as a ghoul for a little bit. But if the storyline is literally as short as it was when I played it on the pre-patch, I assume the Nathanos stuff... Well, looking at the questline, the Nathanos stuff I did was the end of that quest chain bit as well. So everything I did on the pre-patch was literally it. Just the cutscene for Nathanos isn't in. The cutscene for, like, Andwid's kidnapping and stuff also isn't in. I think everything else is there already on the pre-patch, and that's it. And other than that, it's just daily quests. Oh. Got a crossbow that I've already got. Damn. Guess we're only getting one this stream. And if we keep the speed up, I'm gonna have to find more raids to do, because we still got an hour left, and I've only got, like, Karazhan, like the dungeon version to do here. And Zul'Gurub. Zul'Gurub's not long either. Just takes a while to ride round to all the guys. I don't think of where else we can do stuff. I haven't really done the WOD stuff in ages. I don't really want to go back there, to be honest. As much as I love the look of WOD, the instability of that whole expansion is it's not a fun time. I'll go there to farm gold, and that's about it. I mean, we could use the LFR to go and see if we can get a Legion mount, I guess. We've got time. I think it's only the Hounds of Antorus or whatever that drop a mount on LFR. I could be wrong. I haven't checked it in a bit, to be fair, but I think that's the one that drops on every difficulty. And then there's another one later in the same raid, or it might be the same boss, just on Mythic, also drops one. I wonder if I could actually take the Hounds on Mythic solo. I don't know, because it is the end of, like, the end of expansion raid, so maybe not. I know I can just about kill the first boss in Emerald Nightmare solo. But it has, like, a countdown thing that I just don't have just high enough DPS to kill him. So I get really close every time and then get instantly nuked, and it's like, okay, that's not happening. But I can definitely do LFR. I can definitely do it on normal. So I can have 2 attempts at the one from Antorus at least. Could actually have a look while this guy's going on about nothing useful. Legion, Argus. Yeah, has a chance to drop the odd Antorus Charhound, which is nice. Can this just go back? Thank you. Oh, and Tumus Orgaris also drops one. The Abyss Worm. Doesn't tell you which sections of the dungeon they're in though, which is unhelpful. Oh good, it's this one that can bug out. Great. Let's try to not do too much damage. Right, switch to Murgia immediately. Oh, nice. I thought she'd bugged out for a second. I love all these gemstones. They're just like a free 50 gold. Oh, 36. That's not as much as I thought it was. Well, that's disappointing. Alright, let's just group all these things up. Come on. Just do this the easy way. Nice, 6 gold. I also did one of the other dungeons on Mythic earlier on Arcus, I think it is. I can't remember the name of the place. It's the one that's not like super fell corrupted, the one that's still got like some wildlife and stuff. That area. That was pretty cool. I think that's the one where Ilaria gets all of her like void powers from and stuff. Well, she has some, but like she gets souped up. Absorbs like her fallen Naru at the end of it, which is really cool. But that dungeon was pretty good for money. Like every mob pack I killed was a nice like little chunk of gold. So I'm only 3,600 gold off now, the next like big milestone for looting gold. Yeah, if we still have time after this, I'll hop over to Dalaran. And we can do Antorus and Sumasar Garrus, I think it is. Try and get a couple mounts from there too. I'm not sure if you can run Antorus on every difficulty still, or if it's just like LFR and then one difficulty if you're choosing. Because I feel like I can definitely beat it solo on normal. Obviously, definitely can on LFR. There's Midnight, nice. Oh nice, I got a choker. Wonderful. Oh, there's no quick way back out of here. Yeah, let's just go to Dalaran. I'll run till Gurub later. To be fair, I could go do stuff in thingy. I could run Firelands and stuff, but mix it up. I don't think I've done any of the Legion raids on stream yet, so I'll add some nice more. Nice more? What? It'll add some nice variety. Or further variety to the current selection. I also just looked at the time and it's 3 o'clock, and that's usually when I stop streaming, but I started like an hour late, so still got a ways to go yet. Also, for anybody watching, the edited version and yesterday's stream will be up on the YouTube, I think, just as I finish, so that's nice. Not actually sure which one it is. You can't view the map from anywhere, can you? Because that would genuinely help. View the rest of the raids, you can't just view a map of the place? Let me just quickly look this up. Antorus LFR. Yes, but which one is it fucking called? Tralavar, the Gates of Hell, maybe? The Gates of Hell would make sense where there'd be flaming dogs to me. It's really irritating. There's not just a list of locations or like bosses that relate to it when you mouse over the thing. Oh fuck it, let's just do the Gates of Hell, whatever it is. We'll find out. Oh, this is Tomb Sargeras, this is not Antorus. Yeah, I don't think this is even a... Wait. Is this the start of the raid? Yes. So I might actually be able to run and go and do thingy. Is it the Terrace of the Moons and then you go down the stairs? Yeah. Cool, let's just do this one. Get the Abyss Worm instead. I have to kill stuff or do I just stand in? Oh, okay, yeah, just stand in. I could not remember. I actually really like the look of this dude. It'd be cool to get something like this as a, as an appearance for your Infernal if you're a Warlock. He's kind of like the big demons, I can't remember what they're called now. Like the one that, corrupted the orcs and whatever. Manaroth and stuff. But he's an Infernal instead, which is pretty cool. I'm low on health, I'm dying on LFR, Jesus. Do you guys not just disappear? No, apparently not. Cool. I even... Oh, do I have to kill these guys because nothing else is opening up? Oh, there we go. No, and everyone's just here now. Huh. Oh, it's literally just down here. Right, I was like looking at it the real long way. So I just took how much damage from falling on a rock that was like a meter below me? What do you mean? I'm glad the music is louder than the dialogue because it is a mess currently. Skip all the Murlocs. Like, the regular mobs really just don't stand a chance, do they? I feel like I might be better off putting my my griffin out instead of the pterodactyls though, for the bosses. Because I don't really need thingy. They're like full damage reduction. I don't. My pets just keep cycling to his left side, and then the Murlocs are on the other side. There we go. Yeah, I feel like I could be dying. I feel like I'd be downing these guys a lot quicker if I had my griffin out rather than pterodactyls. I feel like a lot of this place was kind of the testing of the waters for Najata. Makes sense, it's the Naga theme, but kind of nice seeing the comparison between the two. Yeah, the Griffin is dealing out way more damage. I was gonna say, did my multi-shot not hit those? That was strange. Well, whatever, this seems bad. Just kill those things real fast, whatever they are. What is this thing that is happening to me? Oh, it's gone. Okay. I was trying to look it up what it was, I just didn't. I moused over it, but I didn't pay any attention to it. It was a bad idea. Oh, I like this arena. The like floating water. Oh, you float on the water, rather. No, some come from a jellyfish? What? What was that analogy? How much damage this does. If I could use that on a faster cooldown, that would be broken. And I would love every second of it, to be honest, because it's already... I already feel like it's more powerful than it needs to be. Get anything? I'm sure there was another thing. Nope. Damn it. Oh, I can place that, I guess. Hey. Oh, I do have the spoils of the Thunder King. I still haven't opened yet. Now I have to have another guess at the which one of these is Antorus? The Darkborough Tibetan Guardians, the Rift of the Arcing Aqueducts, the Royal Ethereum, Betrayer's Rise, Trial of Valor, Gates of Hell, Wailing Halls, Chamber of the Avatar, Deceiver's Fall, Hope's End, Seat of the Pantheon. I feel like the Seat of the Pantheon is going to be... That's August, right? That's the final raid, but I don't know if that's the right part of it. Pretty sure Deceiver's Fall is Kill Jaden? Would it be Light's Breach then? Hmm. Right, because see, the Pantheon's going to be Agmar and Arcus, right? Try Light's Breach? probably should have vended stuff beforehand, but... Well, it's the right raid. It's a good start. Oh. Yes. Beautiful.
We cannot hold out long. You must disable the defenses. Will not fail you, Prophet. Champion.
I've never done this before, so I don't know what any of the boss mechanics are, so this is going to be a fun time. Because I feel like I have to sort of pay attention on during Legion stuff. I mean, at least I have backup here. That's helpful. Wait, really? I have to fight one of these guys? Oh, okay. I was expecting them to be way tougher, because these are the guys that are the giant, like, robots that patrol the zones. Although I really like these upgraded models. Like, the old one in BFA is still cool. BFA. Burning Crusade is still cool, but I like the newer Legion model looks cool. I might need to go for a cheeky break in a second. Oh, I'm in the fell stuff. Oh, right. I'm just gonna go for a quick break while we're here, and then we'll brush through this real fast. So I'll be back in a second. Hello. Right. Let's try and get this finished. Oh. I guess this is the boss arena then. Oh wow, cool. One of those guys as a boss. Oh, the boss is gonna be way bigger than this guy. I've just realized this is just an annihilator. Okay. I'm guessing they're using this as a way to teach you the mechanics before the boss shows up? Yeah, there we go. Okay.
Bring that monstrosity down.
Yeah, I figured this guy is just gonna be basically a bigger version of everything we just fought. But yeah, he throws down those things. I'm guessing there's also going to be the explodey circles that the big guy just did, where it like pulses out from an area. Oh, you have to keep moving with those things, right? Okay. Oh, there's one behind me too. Ooh. Oh, cool. We have to break his cannons off. Right, okay. Run away. I'm good at doing that. I'm a hunter. Funnily enough, I feel like a demon hunter would be incredible in this fight because you can just keep moving constantly. Come on! There we go. Yep. Figured that was coming. Interesting, it does seem to just have its own rotation that it cycles between. I wonder how many bosses do, and I've just never noticed. Oh nice, what did I get? I've got the wrong chat window open so I can't even see. Oh, the cloak was new. Cool. I can summon mounts in here. Beautiful. How much gold is this stuff worth? What the fuck? Okay. Yeah, I should just run this all the time then, huh? And then also you get all the gems, which are all worth like a nice, like 30 to 50 gold each. Oh. Oh, that takes me back? Oh. Oh. Wasn't what I was expecting. I thought that was the way forward. Okay. Oh, beautiful map. Perfect, I'll blend right in. Oh, there we go. I realized I could have used this against him as well, and just put it on the edge of the thing. Goddamn demon Beyblades. There we go. Yeah, I could have just dropped my purification protocol on the edge of the platform and just lasered him with that.
Incoming Legion ships! Take cover!
I mean, I'm stuck on a ledge duck, so... Yeah, like tiny flying cars. What? The big, like, their big ships look really cool. Those look real dumb. It's an unfortunate design decision right then. Oh, I thought it said my pet was dead as my target. Okay, cool. I was a little concerned for a second. Oh, that boat noise was from the song, I guess. I was wondering what that was. Ah, yes, the Entorn Hounds. The stuff. Oh, there's some on the ceiling. That's where the dripping is coming from. That's cool. Like that. Kind of reminds me of the Xenomorph from Aliens. An alien. And all those other films. To be fair, I can kind of see how they'd be a design influence for this whole creature. Oh wow. These guys do look cool, actually. Shatug and Fahag. I'm assuming if I attack one, the other one will aggro? Yes, okay. I should probably avoid that. Because Legion bosses actually hurt. How did I pull aggro on both of them? Where's my pet? Actually, oh, it's around the other side, I was gonna say. Okay, that one AoEs. That's irritating. Whoa, where's the range on that AoE? I guess I should be interrupting that rather than running away. To be honest, learning these in LFR is good practice anyway, because I'm planning on running these on Mythic at some point. Did I fire the wrong arrow? No, it just didn't do anything. I guess because it has a shield on him or whatever. Deploy everything. I feel like with a big enough party, this isn't going to be much trouble at all anyway.
That's 2 demons down, but countless more await the attention.
Oh, God damn, I thought I got it again. No, it was just a coif, apparently. Oh well, that was pretty fun. Oh, I should open the chat window. Nice. I don't think I've ever used that, ever. Why is that even a thing? I didn't join a group when I pressed that or anything, did I? No. Just instances. Let's open this while we're here. Oh, okay. That's useless too. Right, I'm not really sure what else to hit for the last half. I guess Elixir and Firelands? I'm not going to run Dragon Soul, it's too long. I'm definitely not doing Siege of Orc. That's off the... It's off limits too. So we will ride on over to Elixir and stuff, I guess. Yeah, I think I'll go to Elixir first and we'll see where we're at by the time we finish Elixir. If we've got enough time, then flight path up to Firelands. Going the other way is going to take too long. Borealis. That t-shirt day effect isn't counting down. It's said 5 days for the past couple days now. Unless it only counts active time on the buff. Means I'm probably going to have it for a while, if it's just active time, because it's a lot of hours. Oh, okay. It's a weird place for it to spawn, the camera. Yeah, well, at least I know in future that it's the bottom, like, 4 or 5 Red Taurus. But I really don't know. I guess I'll have to just look it up, see what the guides say and stuff for it. Okay, it's that way. Oh. Because yeah, I really don't know how you avoid those like AoE abilities. I'd have assumed you'd counter-shot them or, you know, whatever your equivalent like stun ability is. Yeah, interrupt spellcasting prevents any spell at that school from being cast for 3 seconds. But it just doesn't work. Like, I fired it at him and it did nothing. So I don't know. I guess you have to, like, bubble or do something to protect yourself from it. Because it's going to be real bad in an actual group. No, fair enough. Yeah, it's going to be real bad in an actual group just getting deleted by that when you're trying to do like an Antorus run or whatever. There are people here queuing up for them. Ugh. That's already basically finished. That's on Mythic as well. Only kill Jaden, please. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, there's loads of these all the time, just running. Antorus. Oh, I actually got the helm from the Antorus thing as well. The Mythic version looked like... Oh, damn, okay. The Mythic version is cool. God damn it, I've managed to misclick normal 3 times in a row. Yeah, no, the Mythic one looks so cool. I can see why people do mock runs, because that's pretty damn cool. Yeah, what about on Mythic difficulty? Does it drop both of them, or is it a different one that drops the other mount? He drops the shackles. Is that the only one he drops? Because I'm sure there's 2 of those mounts, you can get both of them, can't you? Unless it's acquirable from a different source? Maybe? You know, I thought you could get both of them from this raid, but I guess it's a different place. The Gloomhounds would be cool. Oh, you got the one from the Glory of the Argus raid, right, okay. Fair enough. I feel like with a couple people you could probably do that, because you can do it on normal currently, right? Got a lot to do. Glory of the Argus Raider. Yeah, normal difficulty or higher. After triggering every trap on the bridge on normal difficulty or higher. Okay. Oh, I have flown past it. I was reading. Yeah, probably won't be that hard to do that, to be honest. If I can manage them on LFR solo, then I can definitely do normal difficulty with just like 1 or 2 other people. God damn it, I forgot what the jump is. It's this one, isn't it? Yep. Much nicer doing that in Demon Hunter, where you can just glide all the way down through these tunnels. Don't stop at all. Oh, am I on 25, man? Does it matter? Can I get the mount on both? Yeah. Sure. It's just 2 on normal. Won't let me change it unless I go all the way back out now anyway. And I can't be asked with that, to be honest. Made 4,000 gold this session, just running all these old raids. I'm literally like 3,000 gold off, I think, those griffins from BFA. I would just make a jewel crafter and go and craft all the panthers. But you have to do the serpent rep grind again in Pandaria, and that took me so long to do on my hunter, I don't want to do it again. If I knew the jewel crafting stuff was tied to it before I started doing it on my hunter, then I just wouldn't have bothered doing it on this character, I'd have just done it on a separate one. The fact it takes so goddamn long to do. Who's that? Oh, Grey Helm of Wrath. Damn it. And a bag of useless gems that will never sell. Yay. 20 minutes. I don't feel like we can get to and run Firelands in that time. We could start the fly path if we get there in time. I mean, I could hearth and go from the other place, which would be faster. If I hearth and go from Darkshore, it should be quicker over the mountains than it is to take the fly path, I think. Just hit it on heroic, I guess. Won't be able to do normal as well. Which is unfortunate, but it is what it is. And hopefully we don't get tagged for PvP while we're flying from Darkshore to Firelands, because that would suck. I also need to run Rustbolt again today, I think. Because I found that the final rank of Purification Protocol comes from the Paragon caches. So that's like 10,000 rep or whatever, so I need to just do the daily thing like 10 times. So every roughly 2 weeks I'll have a chance to get the rank 4. I like how the portals in different places have completely different like requirements for going through them. Like the portal from Burning Crusade to Quel'Thalas or whatever that place in the north. You can't be mounted and go through that portal, but you can mount up on the other side of the portal and you can mount up on the side of the portal you come from, so for some reason while travelling through that portal you can't be on a mount. And then the portal to get from Stormwind to Darkshore, you have to double click it. Whereas every other mount, you click once. I don't know, there's just a lot of weird random like requirements for stuff. Can I kill you again? I don't know if I've killed you yet on this rotation. According to my thing, I have not, but I don't know if that is true. Didn't get anything anyway. Fair enough. Off we go.
How fortunate. How fortunate.
Oh, that Kroz dude also has a mount that you can drop. I feel like I haven't killed this guy, like, at all. No. Well, nothing. Off we go. Also hasn't updated my thing to say I've killed him. When we just killed him. Oh, it only shows up when Horde controlled, apparently. Fair enough. Oh, he only shows up when Alliance controlled. That might be why I've never killed him before. He only shows up when... oh, it's Horde only. It's Horde only. I should really change my thing to, like, not show Horde things. I think I changed it to show Horde stuff because I play both, so I can get both, but... is a little bit unhelpful. Show coordinates would be helpful. Summarize things, show coordinates, show descriptions, show shared appearances, include original source, class requirements, race requirements, specialization. Show source location. Show collected things, which it doesn't do even though I have it ticked. Fair enough. Oh, might be because I have completionist mode, all sources? Oh, account mode? Turn a setting on if you want to track all the things for your character regardless of class and race. No. Cool, now it just shows ones that I can get on this character, I guess. Helpful. Heroic. 25, I think. I think it might set it to 10 anyway. We can have a look. Oh yeah, and I'm still missing the braces on this character. And I've got like 11 pairs of them on my Demon Hunter that can't equip them or share them or send them to anyone else because it's like locked to that character. Oh, that was close. I tried that before. It was a test to see if I could just skip past him without pulling him. And yes, I can. Ah, cool. I did pull them. I'm really enjoying these like bagpipes. This is a nice, like relaxing track. I hope it's actually like audible. Oh, I'm stunned now. That wasn't helpful. But there's so much stuff here I can't loot. There we go. Did I do it twice or just the once? Well, let's keep going and find out. Oh, I'm pretty sure pulling that dog is a real bad thing to do because I think he can stun you constantly. Could be wrong, but I think he does. Or he might just be fire breath. I can't remember. Oh, yeah, he can grab you. And then you can't shoot anything while you've been grabbed. Helpful. Oh, I'm pretty sure he's got to be super close to coming out, so I may as well just run Spider while we're here. It's a nice chunk of gold you get for just clearing all that trash right at the start. It's good. It's a nice, like, what, almost 100? I don't know, it's too much crap. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I looted like 40 gold off that first pile of guys. But the only thing... Oh, there we go, 40. Yeah. Yeah, not far off. Like, 80 or 90 gold. And then just deploy the birds. Yep. So she gets hacked to death up there. While I clear everything in here that's just climbing over the walls. That was actually quite cool. Oh, and he's gone. Got loads of crystallized firestones. If only I could get, you know, the bit I need to actually make the braces to finish the goddamn set. Really? You just wanted to go a different way to your buds, huh? If I need to kill you too, I'm going to. And you, just for good measure. Are we good? Can I mount up now? Thank you. Oh nice, and my new Yeti mount. He does look pretty cool. I like him. Don't want to pull those guys because they're really irritating. Let's just see if I can get him to pop out by killing these two. Ah, damn it. Wait, did I? Okay, good. I was gonna say, did I somehow manage to pull them anyway? No. We're good. The pet's burning to death, but that's fine. I kind of like this boss mechanic. The whole, like, having to clear the trash in order to lure him out and stuff. I feel like another boss does the same thing in something else. I don't know if it's a dungeon or a raid. But I do like that. I think it's an interesting way of doing it. Also, you know, encourages you to actually clear the trash rather than just skipping past as much of it as possible. I'm sure there's people who do like Mythic Pluses would hate it if it was a mechanic in Current. That means you then can't just skip past all the trash constantly. Stop attacking him and attack that thing, because it's not attackable. There we go. Cool, let's go take the buds. And then there's a big dude up the hill, the Balrog, and then that dude who stands at the door. I don't know, don't have a name for him. He's some sort of dodgy druid, to be honest with you. Oh, that's that cleared. I didn't pick up the braces this time, did I? And just not notice? No. Wait, I need to not shoot her until she gets closer, because otherwise she might get stuck floating in the air again. Oh, she did. Cool. I can still loot her though. Did we get anything? No. Ah, god damn it. It'd be cool to get the Firehawk, because I feel like the Fell Firehawk is still a ways off for me, considering. At one point I felt like I was blasting through mounts really quickly, and then it just kind of ground to a halt for a little while. Obviously I've still got all my Argent Crusade stuff left to do. And then I think there's a bunch of other dailies in Mists that I've not even touched yet. Damn it. I got the other braces again, didn't I? Yeah, I got 2 pairs of the other braces, the ones that don't count. Nice. I can't tell if this mount would be perfect for this zone or like really bad for it. I'm just kind of picturing it doing an Arnie going down in the lava with its one little leg up in the air. I do really like the Mechagon mounts. Although I'm guessing we probably won't be getting more of that style for a while. Because I can't see a space for mechanical mounts really in Shadowlands. Seems like it's mostly going to be all the like spiritual stuff and then obviously the Fae stuff in the woods and like the more angelic stuff for the Kyrians. Although, looking at some of the mounts on the other stream, some of those like undead mounts for the Necrolords look really nice. And I really hope the frog for the Fae Covenant isn't stupidly expensive like the frogs are for BFA. Because I really want that frog mount after I saw it. It's just a frog wearing a giant tiki mask. It's great. It looks dumb. I love it. Wait, was one of... Oh, one of the dogs didn't transform. He was just a dude stood at the side. That was odd. Oh, I guess they're like lions or whatever, aren't they? Oh, my inventory is full. That's unfortunate. Do have a lot of crap in it. Putting way more of those than I need. I feel like everything I can gain from here, apart from the mounts I've already got, well, and the wrists that I can't seem to get to drop for some reason. Oh. I just did all that to loot him and then forgot to loot him. Right, okay. Let's go. I've made a good chunk of gold this session, yeah, 5 grand, nice. It's a real shame I can't transfer gold from my horde to my main. Because Demon Hunters are just so good for running through this old content, it'd be really good for getting gold. Just how quickly they can go. And also my luck on my Demon Hunter just seems to be way higher than on my Gnome for some reason. With the exception of the egg last stream and then the Triceratops this stream. Usually I run a raid like 10-20 times, get nothing on my Gnome, I run it for once on my Demon Hunter. Like, you know, just, I'll go run out my Demon Hunter, I guess, and it'll just drop straight away. It's happened so many times now. Cool, where's the most of them this side? I like that the heroic version of this is you actually, like, killing Ragnar's. Properly bringing him down. And the normal version is just you push him back again. I don't think we got anything from this either. Nope. Just got several versions of his hammer again. Oh well. We did get a mount this stream though, which is nice. As rare as that happens. What was it? The Spawn? Yeah, there we go. Which is a really nice looking mount, to be honest. I've really wanted one of these Triceratopses for a while, because there's a bunch of them from Pandaria. But the, like, the War Master spawns or whatever take forever, and if another player just runs past and one-shots it at it, you've, like, wasted an hour sat there waiting for it to spawn. It's really nice to actually have one of these on the Alliance side, especially. So, anyway, thank you guys for watching. We will probably... We might touch the PTR again on, like, Thursday, just because I want to potentially see what the difference is on the Horde side of the questline. I assume 9% of it's going to be exactly the same. But, like, the intro bit, I wonder how different that is for the Horde side. I imagine it's probably the same, but worth having a look at. I also wanted to cover the character creator a little more, because I felt like I skipped over it a lot in that first stream. I wanted to kind of go a bit more in-depth on that. I did also download the open beta for the Avengers game on PlayStation, which I haven't played yet. I was potentially going to do that on stream. I just have to like get my old setup put back together again with the capture card, so see how well that goes. But thank you guys for watching. I'm probably going to go run some really old raids, not old, long raids now. So we'll see if we get anything on those, and I'll show them off next time, hopefully. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.